What is up, everybody? This is Mr. Product Reviews here, and today I am going to do a quick review on the Joovv Mini. And I'm really sorry, but there might be noise in the background. It just happened that today is Thanksgiving, so I'm actually here with family, and the interesting thing is that my in-law, I actually convinced my in-law to get a Joovv unit as well. So they opted for the Joovv Mini. So I figured, hey, this is the perfect opportunity for me to do a quick review on this Joovv Mini here. So again, I apologize for the sound in the back. It is getting kind of a little bit rowdy, but I'll try to make this quick, and yeah. And so you guys can get back onto your turkey dinner too. So anyway, here's the Joovv Mini, and this is kind of how it looks like. And you might be thinking, this is kind of weird, right? What's going on with the cutting board and this being on the bed? I'll explain that in a second. But anyway, this is kind of a Joovv Mini. And so just for comparison on size, I'm gonna hold this is basically their Joovv pamphlet. And if you just flip it, right, it's about 8.5 by 11 paper, right? So if I superimpose this over here, you see is slightly larger than an 8.5 by 11 paper. If you want to know the exact dimension, I'm sure you can go to the Joovv website to find out the exact dimension of this unit. But so anyway, let's go ahead and just do a quick 360 around this unit so that I can show you guys what this thing looks like. So this is kind of like the front, and then the back. And oh, I'm sorry, not the back, the side, I mean. And as you can see on the side, this is where all the control is, and pretty standard control, just like the Joovv Quad unit. And for the people who haven't seen my other video, I did do a review, a more comprehensive review on the Joovv Quad. And that includes the unboxing, installation, and also a quick demo of the Joovv Quad. Unfortunately, with this unit, I couldn't do that unboxing because this was kind of like a surprise to me. My in-law happened to got the unit without notifying me about it, or else I would have, done a nice unboxing for you guys just so you guys can see what you will expect. But, this is kind of the best I can do at the moment. So again, back to kind of like the control. As you can see, there's the control. It's pretty standard like the Quad unit. This is where you toggle the time, increments by minute every time you press it. And then when it gets to 20, it resets back to 1. And then this is kind of like, your play and pause. So this is where you turn on if you want to pause your treatment. And this is the various mode that has. Let me just kind of like zoom in with the camera. By default, it's red and infrared, but then you could toggle it just infrared or toggle it just for red, or you could do both. So like I said, it's very similar control with your other Quad unit if you have one. And this is kind of like what it looks like in the back. Again, just much more compact than the other Joovv unit. You get your power switch up here, master power switch, and then this is because all these new Joovv unit now, they are modular design. So you can always buy additional unit and link them up so that you could have like a longer chain. So these are kind of the power attachment for it. And then down here is the data switch for to link to various to link to your additional Joovv units over here. And so as you can see, there's various modes that you can go through. And then in terms of this design, my in-law opted for the kickstand. And as you can see, this is a pretty nice kickstand, brushed metal. And you see there's these screws, and I think it uses it doesn't use the traditional screws. It uses the special kind. I actually don't know what the right term is. Sorry about that, guys. But it does come with the right attachment so that you can screw these in. So it's basically 4 screws, left and right, top and bottom. So this is kind of like how the back looks like. And this is the side unit over here. From the side. And yep, it's it's not very thick, but it does take up some space, so yeah, there you go, the quick 360 view of this unit. And So you're probably wondering like, hey, what's this cutting board, doing here, and like, why is it on the bed? So the reason why my in-law got the mini device versus say a quad is because with a quad that we have, it's about 70 pounds, very heavy and lean against the wall. And my in-law, this is basically, they're using it for their health, for her kidney and whatnot. And she definitely, she's in her 70s, and she definitely can't carry, basically it's really hard for her to even stand sometimes. So therefore a Joovv Mini would be perfect for her, because she could basically just lie in bed and have this turn on. And then this also, this kickstand is really nice. It kind of bends forward like that, or backward, so that you could do it at the angle that you need. So this is kind of like the perfect sort of like setup for my in-law. So, and then basically this cutting board here is really just for added stability, because like you can imagine, right, if this unit is not on this cutting board and just on this bed, it may wobble. It won't be too stable as if my in-law was moving around and things like that. So that's why there's that cutting board for added stability. So this is perfect, kind of like a setup for like say a senior who have trouble moving around. They needed to do the treatment on the bed, for example. I think this is a pretty good compromise, versus buying a Joovv Quad. And of course the Joovv Mini is also about like 75% cheaper than a quad. But however, with a quad, you could easily do your whole body, in 20 minutes, front and back, right? 10 minutes in the front, 10 minutes in the back, 20 minutes, you're done. Versus, the Joovv Mini, if you want to say you want to do a treatment, all over your body, this would take a little bit longer because you have a smaller unit, so you need to move your body around. But, for my mother-in-law, for example, she just really wanted to get her kidney to be healthier. So this is a very targeted treatment for her. So something like this would be great for her. So anyway, this is just a quick review on the Joovv Mini. And, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like I say in many of my other videos, it would really mean a lot to me. So anyway, Mr. Prada Reviews out.